Nice uranium shield gadget you got there. It's not an Auntie's Choice product, so it might actually work as advertised.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Let me know when you needed a stretch. Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Calmly speaking to authority at their behest, glancing through the cracks and spaces round.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the Sprague race. Just didn't account for all these Crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the Crabbles skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
This looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here. Howdy, Zed. You look... well.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say, you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zed, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the Consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart. That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration. Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, Not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes. Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
Confronting threat.
Trust the plan, observe set progress, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those meddlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged and flooded.
Word on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically. So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
Outsider.
Under protectorate law,
The itinerant stranger returns.
record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared
That is most excellent. Please, hand them over.
seizure, sabotage, and or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Thank you. I know community service can be a foreign concept for those outside the Protectorate, so I hope this is ample reward for your time. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's something else I need you to do. Something that would save many lives.
Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and
The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing Protectorate law.
at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment.
Why, isn't it obvious? As Vigilant, I was his commander, and without my guidance, he was lost. All manner of chaos seems to be the order of the day at the station. Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual, well, that's just one more depravity Antes has wrought upon us. Regrettably, yes. Yes, I do. I have given the matter much thought and can see no other way around it. I may have been branded a traitor, but I remain loyal to Protectorate ideals, which he has abandoned. Brigadier Montelli is a stain on the Protectorate's good name, and every moment he remains in charge at the Vox Relay diminishes us further.
To govern it, the matriarch working with.
Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can, to check in on my people and see how they fare.
Challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Anti's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system
Nobody needs go anywhere, not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse.
zeal for now, just to offset any minor.
Well, that's what's commonly referred to as your opinion. Farewell now.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thought. Go now.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
Epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it throughout history.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us. And they just returned. The system abides.
Resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor tears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the Sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full...
The Sovereign provides. The system abides.
May the Sovereign guide you.
And plenty. We have community.
I hear correctly that you brought us automech parts? Why? Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must...
Not exactly. All the underlying logic's the same, if you mull it over. I've been trained to run them big algae processing units, which are a fair amount more complex. It's just... subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. But I'm happy to help the system abide any way I am able.
Resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch...
I think he's bearing up admirably given recent events. Which, of course, are completely fine, and we are all in no way concerned about. The system being resilient and all. Hogarth's reliable as the Arcadian sun. I mean, I know it'll burn out in about 12 billion years and all, but considering our meager lifespan, that's plenty dependable enough for me. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system abides.
The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it.
Even if I did ever fall prey to such treacherous whimsy, you think I'd be fool-headed enough to admit it to a stranger? Look like I've been kicked by an automech or something? I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad it gets, keeps us going. Keeps us right. Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the Architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the Vigilance and the Sovereign.
Mentally refreshed.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreation...
Funny. I reckon that's more true of them over in Fairfield. They love their substandard comestibles and lack of fellowship. Smacks a bit of conspicuous inveiglement to me. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy, we can show them all a right, better way to live. Why, things need to severely decline around here for me to even consider... Oh, shut my mouth. Could never leave our fine Vigilant in the lurch. Fairfield.
Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the Sovereign embodies and executes on it.
You don't say. Huh. So it's only here with our, perfect society that it works our way. How, fortunate for us all to benefit from such judicious guidance.
Didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the...
That's a right intriguing proposition. I do wonder what it's like to have a choice about things. If it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, I do believe I'd scupper off to... well, you know where. Yeah. You convince him, I'm in. But I owe him enough I wouldn't abandon him for nothing.
Precious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the Sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she
one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What do I provide?
That doesn't sound like a sanctioned communique.
The announcer's voice is so smooth, mellifluous, persuasive.
Computronic doodads, no permanent.
Maybe amity, luxury, and resplendence are all relative.
The former Protectorate
You think?
subjects now abiding in Fairfield are free to
I reject imperfect thoughts in all their forms. All thoughts of any kind whatsoever.
slightest of whims. This wildly unfettered personal freedom pervades. Choice is in the name for a reason, my good subjects. Without further ado, I
The
hereby
matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect ecotope, as our home, and devised the paradigm as
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, I must inform you that those outside our glorious society may not take freely from our stocks, as our subjects do. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items for moderate respective fees. Initiating.
Listen to these secretly and private. Theo here with a direct message to all Protectorate subjects
The
listening.
wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
Auntie's choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're
Are we amply sustaining the system right now? Could I be sustaining it more?
bread off your plate. Tut-tut.
May safety, amity, and ease be yours.
From the truth. Listen to your auntie. They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating they say part of the community. We say just part of the herd. And Auntie's choice. I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us, embrace freedom, revel in choice. Auntie's choice.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie's Fizzos.
Hey, hold up there, friend.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us. And they just returned.
The system of prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
Take it. I had to make my own luck.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us. Returned.
The system abides.
Every flavor, more system. With the pep and pertinacity you need to succeed. Are you a
People have been complaining about those ads playing. I'm inured to all manner of hollering.
Right now, the Paradigm needs our houses underwater. Hopefully it'll need them dry again someday, but until then, it's a short swim down to your possessions.
Stranger?
The Pen Pharmacon 5. Walk-in industrial developed for secretive research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at. The Pen Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside and let electrifying innovations make those for you. Exciting new species fish paste.
You are a rugged spacefaring frontier's person-type.
I certainly don't want to sound like I'm questioning the paradigm, but why would the paradigm shut down all the automechs?
You're not questioning the paradigm. Sounds remarkably like questioning the paradigm. Maybe it's time for a little mental refreshment.
I'll say it's like rotten fruit and decomposing fish combined.
That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice. Where nature
Apologies for not noticing you there. Wasn't paying rapt attention to those assuasive loudspeaker messages. No. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintrott.
featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets, specially designed to be eaten alone at your desk.
Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Fairfield with a special one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What do I provide? Information. Did you know that in Auntie's Choice, we don't pre-select your assignment at birth? It's true.
Ha! The same ones I immoderately reference. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand-make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
My good subjects, without further ado, I hereby extend my personal invitation to you all to join us in Fairfield and sample our unique brand of autonomous self-determination for yourself.
If I understand the subtext, that means yes. Dearie me, you are the first secret agent I have ever met. At least in waking life. Now, do tell, what is the latest word from the field?
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Salutations, Arcadia.
Really? What was he like? Bold? Assertive? With a wildly obstreperous theatrical air?
Fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's choice.
An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar.
Off your plate. Tut-tut. No, nothing could be farther from the truth. Listen to your auntie. They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of
Why, just imagine it. A new life full of breakneck decision-making and fending for oneself. But no, while I have acquired a distinct craving for certain Auntie's Choice products, I remain a good, loyal Protectorate subject at heart, if not in stomach. Hate to dash everyone's hopes. Suppose I am still part of the herd.
It's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us.
You do that? Really? No, I do not believe your dissemblage. A true go-getter would never resort to such tactics. I see right through it, plain as day.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way the mind.
With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon, and night. All right, hand it over. Oh, but what would Vigilant Hogarth say? What would everyone say? I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go.
Packed with the pep and pertinacity you need to succeed. Are you?
Righto. Well, you seem rather confident. Best of luck, I suppose. You are surely going to need it. Please inform me when, of course, you receive it.
I want to speak plainly to the citizens of the Protectorate.
I'm very curious how the town is going to function. I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. But then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much better.
I want to speak plainly to the citizens of the Protectorate. This war has forced you into...
Hello again. Have you spoken to Vigilant Hogarth yet? Did he give permission for me to leave? Ah, I see. Well, please inform me if and when you do.
Suffering cannot continue. Listen.
I'm very curious how the town is going to function without the generator.
Yes. Without it, we have no auto mechanicals. Without them, we'll have to do the work.
I'm sure this is all.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. The statement of a Colossus Arum is responsible for dumping several pounds of debris in the local atmosphere. Formulation and Artificial Additives Division has proudly announced its latest innovation, Slurrylose, a flavorsome new artificial sweetener made from the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious, cost-cutting measure, we're rushing it to market. Following a modicum of testing, Slurrylose will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's choice. We put the R in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created.
Stranger? Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character, and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients and I, thank you. We're all grateful. Guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy, that is. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you? They'd sell to us? Those medicaments you gave us before? No, never. You must think me easily hoodwinked. Our societies are sworn enemies. This is dangerous talk, friend. We've already been branded traitors. If we give them any excuse now, they'll send in the arbiters directly. Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my patients die, then face execution, or we can resettle elsewhere and remain alive. I lean toward the latter. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though. Well now, that should do nicely. Thank you. Hope those Crabbles didn't give you too much trouble. I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to provide here. Seems like in Fairfield, I can get them the help they require. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less a concern about disloyalty and more my respect for his abilities. He's a skilled leader, and we could sorely use his aid, from coordinating logistics to keeping up morale. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey would save lives. All right, be careful out there.
Right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Anti-Cleo here with a direct message to all Protectorate subjects listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed unwanted hooey about all of us at Anti's choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut-tut. No, nothing could be farther from
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation. Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
We say that's a fancy way of stating it. We respect
That endless yattering is more insipid than I'd imagined.
spreading free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the
You have your orders. The Vox relay awaits. Do remember what I asked of you. Nonsense. How can you say that? Now, when I have automech parts in hand. No, your timing is absurd. Your wit, witless. Do tend to differ. Seems to me we're persevering, demonstrating a mixture of aplomb, grit, and tenacity even. Last I checked, our infrastructure is still plugging away, and our people are too.
What's their secret? I wish I could be more like them.
Don't follow the herd. Eat Purple Berry Crunch by Auntie's Choice.
But it's not everyone, is it? I'm sure it's not. The majority of my subjects are steadfastly loyal, resolute, right as rain.
Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Chaw, Zero-G Brew, and antibiotics. Everything you need to get through your day.
I want to speak plainly to the citizens of the Protectorate. This
Oh, I would love to argue that this is not the case, but I fear you are correct. This war, this devastation, it can't be denied they've taken their toll. Ultimately, I regard their well-being above all, but the joke is on you, really, and them, I suppose. Don't you see? We're all traitors. I no longer hold any authority over anyone. But if they still wish my blessing, it is theirs. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's Choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield. But I will be staying.
Multiply that by the dozens surrounding most settlements.
Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve.
Stockpiled Falderall's mollifying demulcent, an easeful release from Arcadian allergens of all kinds. Use Falderall's mollifying demulcent and breathe easy once again. Falderall, the most trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics. Too much Spacer's ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. Our Iffy Jiffy mail order division informs it is now operating.
Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion.
For secretive research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at, the Panpharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and...
You do make a convincing argument, stranger. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps, if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain. All right, then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
Reclamation and Artificial Additives Division has proudly announced its latest innovation, Slurrylose, a flavorsome new artificial sweetener made from the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart for the township of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's Choice. Thereupon, you are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your Vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations. I will join you shortly. Need a moment to let this all settle in. I will be on my way by and by.
Just hope the Arbiters don't get sore about us leaving.
Well, we've been ordered.
What do you think it'll be like in Fairfield? I admit to an unreasonable preponderance of emotion. Most of it resembling the jitters.
All these rifts got everyone riled up.
I'm mulling over the best protectorate defector to partner with. You know, a fellow entrepreneur.
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. From the hushed grumblings of the refugees, I've gathered that you, perhaps aided Westport's departure into inhospitability. Sometimes the harshest moves are the most necessary. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? Trust will take time to build, time and patience. But that is an investment I am ready to make. You've given me a great deal to think about. I am in your debt. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see to. Plan is such a strong word. Let's call it a hunch. Consider this your first lesson in propaganda. Find whatever your target desires most and use it towards your own ends. Speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge around here before we arrived. I have no doubt he knows vital information to the Vox's functioning. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell!
Hey there, go-getter. I am well into that case of Purpleberry Crunch you bestowed to me. Did you know Auntie's Choice have other products that are just as bad for you as well? Oh, indeed. Very much so. I no longer feel the oppressive societal weight to eat healthily bearing down upon me. Why, I've gained 10 pounds already. Of course. Toodaloo.